Hey everybody, what's going on? CJ Arcuri here, and it is October 13th, 2021. I've been meaning to make a video about Halloween and well, I think it's time I finally release it. So here it goes. Long ago, when I was just a small boy, I was terrified of all things Halloween and everything related to Halloween. Why is that? Well, because I grew up in the 90s, early 90s, and ever everything that I ever saw, it always gave off the impression that from the movies, TV, and decorations that all the creatures of Halloween, such as trolls, goblins, werewolves, witches, vampires, and all the other creatures you can think of, where all they ever wanted to do was kill and eat humans. And I'm not just talking about children, I'm talking about adults too. But then, in the year 1998, the Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town was made. Although I think I did see it either that year or 1999, but that doesn't matter. What does matter though is when I saw that movie, it completely changed my view on Halloween forever. Because what Disney did was they basically stripped all the evilness away. You know, they came up with the idea that the reason why the creatures of Halloween Town created their own world to live in peace away from humans was because there was a time when they lived here on Earth with us in the film, but it was a bad mix because we humans feared them and tried to destroy them, and then they did their best to make us miserable in retaliation, but it was turning them evil, which they weren't by nature. So they all got together in council and decided it would be best to create their own world to keep them safe from humans like us. And well, it got me to say that if I ever live to be 100 years old, which would be a miracle for me, I'll never forget that was the very film that changed my view on Halloween forever. And today you wouldn't be seeing the adult, a 30-year-old adult who loves dressing up in costumes and making his own. Now, the reason why I found this idea very interesting was because, well, how do we know that there really isn't another dimension out there with these creatures that live in it? Because we humans did drive them away. Because if you do your research like I do, you'll see how we humans have a very long, dark history of destroying things that we are afraid of because we don't understand them or because they're different. And that's something that we humans have been doing to each other for the longest time. So that's why it wouldn't surprise me if werewolves, witches, and so forth did exist on this planet with us, but we were the ones that chased them away. And then when they were gone, we started doing it to each other. But what can I say? It's I guess it's just the nature of the beast. You know, they did portray the humans as the monsters because, well, let's be honest, pound for pound, we are monsters in our own way. But my point is that if it wasn't for that movie being made, I never would have seen Halloween in a different light. And I feel so strong about this that I feel like I should write a book about this, but unfortunately I don't really know how to write a big book on the impact that one particular movie had on my life. But if you guys have any ideas on how I can do it, I'm open to suggestions. So I hope that the rest of you will consider my words, and I hope you guys will find it very interesting how one mere Disney movie changed my life forever. Well, I gotta sign off now because it's getting late and I'm getting hungry. So, catch you later, friends.